All right, with William Thibodeau, 2 minute film, morning routine, played at the Wild Sound Festival, film from Canada. Whereabouts are you in Canada?
I'm based in Ottawa, Ontario.
Ottawa, Ontario. They have a nice animation festival there, correct?
Excuse me, I didn't hear
I
that.
said they have a nice animation festival there. I don't know if you've ever been.
I have not been, but I've been to a few festivals here and there. Like I
Yeah.
know they got like a festival like in the Gatineau region for the francophones. They also got like a big one called DJ60 where they encourage people to make films.
That's amazing.
And
So
oh
tell me
yeah,
about this 2 minute film about a guy like he wakes up late for work,
hmm
but he still has to go through his routine. It's like he's got like ADD, I guess, right?
yeah, kind of. Also like we kind of like having the idea that it wasn't the first time the guy was late for work.
Yeah,
So the idea is like he wanted like to be presentable
yeah,
while showing up to work when he's clearly like not ready, and then like he's such in a rush, and at the end he just realizes that like, oh, he's not working. So then oh, there's all that adrenaline, and then it just drops.
yeah.
So but I don't know if the guy has ADD, but yeah, like the idea was just like to have some fun while making the film.
Yeah.
It was
Like
it,
he can skip breakfast, right? If you're late, you can skip breakfast. Like you, it seems like he just the. I guess it's all about the interpretation. Like he doesn't have to comb his hair. Like you know what I mean. Like he can he. But I guess it's almost like he's got to do what he's got to do.
exactly. And how can I say it? It's like hold on, let me think about this. uh, so like I know some people they're most productive when they eat like before leaving for work.
Okay.
And so I guess we could interpret in a way like he has to do it, like he has to like have everything in order before he
Yeah.
goes. And yeah, I mean like I
All right. So
don't
tell me about okay. But talk to me about okay. First of all, I love the opening shot. I don't even know if people noticed it, but he's sleeping with a teddy bear.
yep.
Was tell me about that touch. Like who came up with that idea?
Oh, so I think it was like the script supervisor and the director of photography.
Yeah.
Like we were shooting at my friend's place, and there was like a lot of stuff around to mess around with. Like there was a bunch of teddy bears. There was like a giant pair of scissors that like we glued to the wall. That's like right on top, kind of like
Yeah.
as a symbol to him, like, oh, you gotta get out of bed now. And honestly, like the teddy bear was an idea that we just had on the spot that we just thought was cute.
Yeah.
So we decided like to stay going like, but at first we were not sure, so we shot some takes without a teddy bear, we shot some with, but like at the end of the shoot we're definitely like, oh yeah, we gotta keep the teddy bear. It gives a little personality to the protagonist.
Yeah, no, it sets the tone of the film that we're like kind of like we're having fun, right?
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
something to be taken too seriously.
yeah, exactly. So tell me about is it Peter Jert. Tell me about
Yep.
finding Peter Jert as the as your actor.
All right. Yeah, so Peter Jert, so originally I met the DOP, Peter Mars.
Yeah,
So funny story, we met when he almost hit me with his car. So but was my fault, but anyways, and then so we're just on set, we're just having lunch, and then I we talk, and the guy told me he has another project going on, and he may need a hand with it. So like so last summer, me and him and a bunch of other people, like we drove in Quebec, I think in the Pontiac region,
yeah,
to shoot 20-minute short, and I kind of had like the idea of morning routine in the back of my mind then. And then like the short we shot was just ridiculous. It was over the top, and Peter Jert just nailed the role there. So on rap, I just walked to Peter and I just asked, "Hey, Peter, like I'm doing this short film at some point in time. Are you interested?" He
yeah,
agreed. And then like a few months later, I called him to have a specific date and having a script ready, and yeah, like and honestly, he was great. He was fun on set. Like all the jokes, and he would also how to say, like sometimes he would like improvise a little bit, but then he
yeah,
would always add more to the film. So a lot of stuff we kept just because it was just so great. And
yeah.
and yeah, so it was just like it was just networking.
Yeah,
to
100%. No, it's pretty.
to
It's a key. It's a key idea. It's not too complicated. It's like it's 2 minutes. It's fun. We all can relate to it. We've most of us have always slept in, and that kind of anxiety of sleeping in that rush that we're in, right? So, and it has a
exactly.
twist at the end.
Yep. So so originally, like when I was writing the script, I'm like it just finishes with the guy leaving and then the credits roll. I'm like, hold on, I can't finish the film on that note. You know, I gotta have like a more I gotta turn the expectations around.
Yeah,
So I was thinking, okay, like in that context, what would be a good twist? And so I'm just like, okay, what if like there's this epic shot of just the guy just dropping his skin slow mo as he realizes that, oh crap, he's not working that day.
yeah,
So and then like so like we try to make it as epic as possible. We had the vertigo effect, and then like just a transition of him like falling back and then going and then falling on the bed, which was a great idea from the DOP Peter Mars.
yeah.
So and I was not expecting it to be the highlight of the film because every time I'm asking for feedback to like my friends or family, like before I submitted, like everyone laughed at that one time. Like it was
Yeah.
the time everyone laughed out loud.
Well, yeah, because it's funny, right? Because we all, like I said, we all kind of like, and then he goes back to bed, right? Because it's like that's the funny part, right? Like I'm gonna go back to bed.
Exactly. And also like if take a closer look at the calendar, like you see like he's been working like nonstop, like
Yeah,
7 days a week, and then like oh he got one day off.
yeah,
And it's the one day off that he thinks he's late, you know?
yeah. That's how it works. And everybody's working their ass off these days. Pardon my French.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and
So tell me about so tell me about because you said you worked with a DP, you shot it in one day. Were you kind of like would you edit the film yourself?
yep. So I use Premiere Pro to do it.
Yeah,
And yeah, like it took me a few days to edit it fully. And also like we just had like so many shots that like we didn't use. Like it's why like in the opening sequence, like Peter, like the or Jack, the name of the
yeah,
character, he throws the alarm. While we also had a shot of where the alarm was going. We also had like a shot showing the whole bedroom. We had just so many shots, and I had to go through a lot. But like, and then I have the final edit. I'm happy. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit some of my friends, like asking them for advice. And then like I sent it is like, and then someone points out, oh, you forgot to do this one thing. So I'm like, crap. Okay, so then I sit down. It took me 3 days to fix that.
oh. And did you do the sound design too?
uh, like on set, no, it was
No, I mean
animation.
like the post production.
Oh yeah, I did.
So you did it. You
Yeah,
basically did a lot of things, and you had your, like you said, you had your actor, your main actor, your DP, and then basically they kind of help you collaborate. But then, yeah, it's like I said, like it's like you're relatively young, right? So do you mind saying how old you are?
oh, I'm 20.
You're 20 years old. So basically,
Yeah,
you got an award-winning film under your belt. That's pretty impressive.
yeah. I honestly was not expecting that because like in my mind it was like a funny short to do.
Yeah,
And like so when I would reach out to people I was working with on set, I would always approach them saying, "Hey, I got this silly little project. You want to help me out with that?" And I and then like the end goal of it was to get into a festival and get the exposure and be happy it got in. Like I was not expecting to win at all.
yeah.
I yeah, like expectations were blown. Like I it still seems surreal.
And what did you think about the feedback that we sent you from the audience? What do you think they had to say?
It was amazing. Like it was extremely good feedback. Like people just seemed to adore the film. They were like I really like the feedback. It was a guy, I don't know his name, but like he was pointing out like a lot of the technical things. Like he really liked how the audio was mixed, and like and like I said earlier, like everyone just loved the ending, which was great.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's totally, yeah. Okay, so then you got this film under your belt. Are you working on something else now?
Like currently, like I got a few scripts I'm working on. Like I got like a series I like to work on. I got like this anthology thing. I got more shorts, but like I have no idea when I will be making them because like I work full time as a crew member on film sets. So it's
Yeah.
something like, so like I have like so when we shot this film, it was like during a time where like I knew like I would be available and a lot of people were gonna be available because it was like during winter where it's usually more quiet.
Yeah.
But like I mean I so that it's probably why the scripts I'm writing are mainly happening in winter, I guess.
Yeah.
but uh but
Let's
yeah, no, like
let's give people context. It gets pretty cold and it gets pretty wintry in Ottawa. There's like not much to do.
uh, I- yeah, exactly. And also like there's a lot of Christmas movies happening in Ottawa and it's kind of a running gag where it's like, oh, we're making a Christmas movie in July.
Yeah. So you're saying that they make a lot of Christmas movies in Ottawa?
Oh yeah, a lot. Like how can I say like I'm like again like we all sign NDAs. I'm not sure how much I can talk about the ones I just worked on. Actually, you know what? Hold on, there was one that just released called Falling Like Snowflakes. I think it's like a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Yeah. And you know
Uh,
why they shoot there, right? You know why they shoot all the Christmas movies in Ottawa, right?
Small town.
No, well, no, it's not. Well, it's not really a small town. It's because it
I mean,
always snows. All the Hallmark movies want snow on the ground, and they don't want to create the snow because that costs a lot of money. And Hallmark movies are relatively on the cheap, right? Usually they're like $4 or $5 million to make, and they want to make sure they go somewhere where it's guaranteed that it's snowing. And basically in Ottawa, it basically is pretty much guaranteed that it's snowing, right?
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So because it's like what's a Christmas movie without snow, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Except I guess if it's a Christmas movie happening down south.
Yeah. No, but you know what I mean, right? People are like the Hallmark audience wants to see snow, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, snow
And
making snow is expensive.
oh yeah, like and like there's also like tons of ways to make snow too. Like sometimes we're gonna be using like those carpets. I
Yeah,
mean, they're not really carpets. I don't really know what to call them exactly.
yeah,
And then there's like some soapy foam thing that we also use.
yeah.
Yeah, but also like you're in Toronto, right? Like, do you
Yeah.
guys do a lot of Christmas movies down in Toronto too, or?
I think that maybe, but I don't. I think I said I think that they like a lot of the Hallmark movies are basically they go in. I know people who direct those films, so they're usually in either Vancouver or Ottawa. So there's usually like Toronto's usually for the set for the TV and the tier one shows, meaning the tier one, meaning that they're like big budget productions. There's like because they have a very Toronto has a very seasoned crew, so they want to make sure that it's the best crew possible for these like $100 million productions. Or it's a TV series which runs like 9-10 months, right? So
Yeah, exactly. And like the boys and Jack Reacher and
yeah, yeah, exactly. And they sometimes shoot those back to back, right? So to save money. The
you're right.
seasons, yeah.
Oh,
So tell me about like so what do you work at like do you work sometimes in the film industry or do you work on
all the time.
what do you do?
Right now I mainly focus on being a grip and working with the lights.
That's pretty
Like,
impressive. Like you said, you're only 20.
thank you.
Did you
So,
skip film school, I'm assuming?
oh no, not at all. So, so originally I started like, I mean, you probably guessed I'm from Quebec.
Yeah.
So, I took a 2-year course in Cégep, which Cégep is like a
You mean
post-secondary
yeah.
education.
Sorry, my wife's from Montreal, but people who don't know, it's like they have like it's like after high school, they have like a kind of a 2 year gap, I guess, right? After grade
Yeah, and that
11. Yeah.
yeah, and that 2 year is filled with Cégep education.
Yeah.
So in Cégep, I took 2 years like in filmmaking, and
Oh,
then
really? Okay.
yeah, and then once I was on that course, I left and I moved to Ottawa where I took a 1 year script writing course, and
Okay.
then through that program there was an internship program. I took it and I started work on. I think it was like 40 hours. Anyways, I worked for a film company. And then after I was done with college, I just contacted them and they hired me as a location PA, and the rest is history.
Wow. Well, you like I said, you're on your way. So you're gonna. I'm assuming you want to direct though. That's your thing. You want to be a filmmaker.
Of course, like
Of course. Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, the end goal is to be a director. I also like to write,
Yeah,
and I'm also being more and more fascinated like by all the new gear and technology that's coming out,
yeah,
because there's like always new light stuff, there's always new camera, new like they always keep improving. It's something like now I'm getting more interested with by them, but I also like understand the importance of a director to be able
yeah,
to understand how everything works. And so like I'm still trying like to touch a little bit of everything. I've worked with the art department too, location, grip, lights, a little bit of transport, and yeah, I think that's it for
that's
now.
amazing.
Yep, all in 1 year.
And then, so then you're just gonna keep doing some shorts, and I'm assuming feature films is your ultimate goal.
Feature film, or maybe like a TV series as a writer.
Yeah,
I heard, yeah, because from what I heard, is like on feature films, like the directors, like one of the top people on the hierarchy,
yeah,
but like for TVs is a writer. Like they
yeah,
really control more of the story than the director, because I think on most features I've been like, I don't think the director wrote the script. They always hire like someone like out there somewhere.
yeah,
So I mean, like obviously, like my dream goal is to be able like to sit down, write a script, and then be able to direct it.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm trying to take things slowly. Like I'm thinking probably trying to get an agent,
yeah.
and yeah, I think that's the next step.
Like paying your
And
dues, right?
exactly, paying the dues, trying still trying to meet amazing people. Uh, yeah, just the the usual.
The usual. Well, I wish you the ultimate best of success. Let's keep in touch because I want to see what you do. I want to see your next film, and I want to see what you do next, and keep making it. Keep always kind of like pushing the boundaries, right? Keep always kind of scaring yourself a little bit.
Always.
All right, man. Well, have a good
No,
one, and I appreciate your time. 2 minutes. Make sure you check out this film out, and I hope it's good. It serves you well in the long run.
yeah, thank you very much, Matthew. Yeah, you have a good rest of your day.